Okay, good afternoon. After that hour and a half long cutscene yesterday, finally gonna pick it up in Orshan and actually be able to explore the area today. So go ahead and get started on that. Ouroboros title screen now. Okay, continuing with chapter 5.
Well,
Judith, and then got a huge party now. Including the big guy.
off we go.
Okay, well, let's get started. Ah, the traveling merchant is here. Tell me, if we met before in another town, you all look rather familiar. I intended to take a trip to the Free Cities, but now my plans have gone awry. Customs is delayed due to that tragedy, so I'll be sticking around a little longer for the time being. I'm reasonably familiar with Orshan, regardless, so I'm sure it'll be a worthwhile stay.
No need to be shy now.
Anything new from you? Well, you do have something for, big guy here. More art damage or more crit? Let's go for the crit. Okay.
See you again.
Welcome to our inn. If there's anything I can help you with, please just give me a holler. I might just be a part-timer, but I promise I'm just as dedicated to caring for our guests as Norbert. I know what it feels like to be an outsider in the city, so I'm committed to giving a helping hand to any travelers that come here. I moved to Orishan to attend its music academy, but for a while I struggled to find work due to my Central Eastern heritage. Norbert didn't care about that in the slightest, though. He brought me on board and made me feel welcome here. That's why I'm working extra hard to show my gratitude. Thank you for staying with us. We're happy to serve you. Evidently, there's been a few shady characters around the city. A few? There's a whole smorgasbord of shady people hanging around here right now. Nonetheless, it's our job to provide legendary service to our guests, no matter who they are. If I can help you in any way, you only need to ask. Due to this tavern's popularity, the owner has high expectations of us, and we intend to rise above them.
Do you have any preferences?
Ooh. New recipe for sausage. Hot meat gratin, a bunch of new foods, so let's
Thanks for coming in.
get that up. Learn that recipe. Chunky something. We'll use the kitchen to cook that. Chunky Weisswurst.
Time to flex my cooking muscles.
Ah.
There's nothing better than this. That was a fine meal.
That was delish. That was delish.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Emma. You're not Emma. You don't have pink hair. It's been a while since I traveled up here from Orid. I can't believe the universe picked now of all times to send the Republic into a frenzy. I had some business to discuss, so instead of leaving everything to the vendor, I decided to come here myself, and then this happens. The co-signees appear to be okay. Before I do anything else, I should stop by their places and make the deliveries. The inn was my first stop. Once I finish my break, I'll go and see how our best customers are doing. Okay. Here we are. There's multiple districts too? Can we go to all? Wonder if we'll be going to more than just this. Someone at the station was saying Edith's still under a state of emergency. Guess we're not going back anytime soon. Might as well just relax and enjoy our extended stay here. We're gonna foot the bill for lodging, so we don't have to worry about that, thankfully. I guess that's good, but are you sure we should be having the time of our lives when, you know, that horrible tragedy just happened? Oh, come on, Maury. Acting all depressed isn't gonna solve anything. If everyone in the world sat around and did nothing, who'd keep the economy going? Fair point. I was kind of bummed that our time here was so short anyway. But let's not go too crazy. We should spend in moderation. I was able to update my company on our situation. I'd like to get back to the capital, but since that isn't happening, I'm just gonna enjoy my unexpected vacation. Something's right. We can't do anything to resolve the situation, and us acting all depressed won't help anyone. I don't get to come by Orishan all that often, so we might as well make the most of this chance to see the rest of the city. A state of emergency has technically been lifted for Orishan, but the police have been ordered to remain on alert. Should we identify any suspicious individuals, we're to keep them marked, but we aren't allowed to confront them. Don't know why the top brass has ordered this, though. I guess it's not my place to question them. Welcome to Orishan, the city where tradition always lingers. Our world-renowned trams happen to be one such tradition. Did you know our company once ran a carriage service? You can learn all about our storied history if you decide to board. Our trams are the pinnacle of elegance. They're a powerful means by which many experience the culture and history of our city. It's deeply unfortunate that the recent tragedy has cast a pall all over the city. Guys, you might be blocking the tram there. It's okay. He can wait. But I hope you can enjoy your time here nonetheless. Okay, let's move out of the way so the tram can get going. Can I board the tram?
The tram is departing.
I want to get on. No! Come back! Come back! I want to get on. Okay, I guess we're not getting on.
As resplendent as you'd expect the old capital to be.
So, Grandpa, take a look at the photos I took. These are the trains that run on the Thoroughbred Bound line. Check out that heat sink. Here's the Edith subway trains. Apparently they're using new models these days. She apparently likes trains. Is this our obligatory train lever in Calvert then? We gotta have one in every region. But goodness me, these trains don't look anything like the ones I saw back when I worked on the railroad. I never knew you were so interested in this sort of thing. Taking after me, are you? Yep, I took some photos of them on a whim and got curious about how they worked. And then the rabbit hole sort of swallowed me whole. Well, it's always good to explore new interests. Curiosity is the key to discovering the wonders of life. Now since you're back home, why don't you pay your parents a visit? With the times being what they are, I'm sure they'll feel better knowing you're safe. Fine. With everything that happened during my trip, I bet Mom and Dad were worried sick about me. Let's meet up again soon. I want to tell you everything I've learned about cameras. I was very worried when I heard Edith was placed under an extended state of emergency. However, talking with my grandkid has put me at ease. If something were to happen to her, I don't know what I would do to myself. I'm really glad my grandpa is doing okay. I need to check with the rest of the family too. I bet they're worried sick about me. I wish I could talk to Grandpa about trains more, but we can save that for later.
Indeed.
Indeed. Indeed. The cityscape looks so much more grand in person than in the pictures. I'm glad I was able to come here as planned. The hard work of the brilliant artisans is on full display. We're fortunate our ancestors saw fit to preserve it. It's like I've been transported back to the time when the old royalty still existed. It's an incredible feeling. It's a good thing the Calvardian revolutionaries left this place intact. It's such a beautiful city. The nobles back then were rotten to the core. There was no need to punish the artisans for the sins of the upper class. The revolutionaries must have saw the value of preserving that history for future generations.
Indeed.
Good morning. Are you from out of town? Would you mind if I ask you who you are and what you're here for? Sure thing. I'm just an everyday laborer from Edith. I was employed by Anchorville to help with moving things over at the midway point. Then, well, yesterday happened. I knew I wasn't going to be getting back to Edith anytime soon, so I dropped by here. Figured I'd take up some cleaning jobs while I'm in town. Understood. Thank you for your cooperation. We're on the lookout for any suspicious individuals, so we're on high alert. The state of emergency has the top brass in a state of panic, and we have no idea why. Anyway, sorry to take your time. We're just doing what we can to keep people safe. Yeah, though I'm not sure I understand their orders myself. They told us to identify and mark any Jaegers sighted in town, but we were not allowed to take any action against them. It's very peculiar. Sure, I wish I knew what the people at top were thinking. Just as I suspected, they've opted to keep the local forces out of the loop. Renee probably had a hand in that. Makes it easy for us to go about our business, so I'm not complaining.
Okay.
The entire country is in a state of emergency, and these orders have left us a little puzzled. Also, one of my co-workers is in the North District is going through a hard time. It's just one weird or bad thing after another. I imagine Officer Krima is having a hard time concentrating on her work. I hope she'll be okay. I wish I had a clearer picture of what's going on, but it's obviously something that's up. I better keep a close eye on the streets. One way or another, there are some duties that we can perform, that only we can perform. We'll do everything we can to keep the peace. Welcome to my workshop, you guys travelers. Now there's something I don't see every day. Most of our customer base is upper-class citizens, and they always ask us for repairs on decorations, as well as custom-made orders on occasion. If you want any custom work done on your weapons, or if you need simple fine-tuning and maintenance, then I'm your man. I've also got weapons of my own in stock, but mainly buy them. People mainly buy them for sport hunting, but they're as good as what you get from a real specialist.
Now then,
We've been doing this kind of work for generations, well before the Oval Revolution, in fact. Let me know if there's anything that catches your fancy.
Welcome. Thanks. Welcome.
Not anything new here.
Thanks.
Here's the Bracer Guild. I never thought we'd bear witness to such an unprecedented act of terrorism. The Royal Guardian will not rest until we find and deliver the truth behind this story. We pride ourselves on our long-standing connections. You can trust our credibility. We're certainly more reliable than some third-rate gossip rag like Meld. I've heard of the Royal Guardian. They're an old Orshian news company. From what I've read, they took a heavy royalist stance prior to the revolution. Yeah, and they still lean conservative. They don't explicitly promote racial discrimination, at least. He's right about one thing, though. They're well connected with like-minded local big shots in the business and political worlds. Honestly, I think their articles are junk. They write on and on about how movies aren't art. What a load of bull. Aside, it seems like at least they have a sense of the danger they're in. I thought I saw a serious-looking reporter woman come out of the guild. I didn't recognize her, but she didn't seem like the gossip rag type. Perhaps she was with Eaton? Or maybe Tyrell? Either way, I should find a chance to speak with her so we can exchange information. It sucks that I missed the film festival, but maybe I'll be able to see the EGC this year. So, Paulina, have you ever heard about the EGC? Yep, the radio said it's a big festival with models, but the radio also said it might not happen this year. Yeah, but we can't give up hope. Those models worked really hard, so surely they'll still run it. I'll go check and see if it's still on. Okie dokie. I've never seen you this excited before. It must be super fun. Maybe I'll get to meet a famous actress or a model.
Very well.
Will I meet a famous actress or a model at the EGC? I'm kind of scared to go there, but I can do it if Tieta's there with me, I think. I heard that Elaine's back in town. She's the pride of Orishan. She's just as beautiful as all the top models, and she's super strong and cool to boot. If she really is back in Orishan, I'd love to catch a glimpse of her.
Ooh, there's the Opera House. I've always wanted to take a peek inside.
Looks pretty different from the theater back home.
As soon as we accomplish our objective, we can come back and watch one of their performances.
What a wonderful performance that was. Indubitably, opera truly stands the height of all art. Films cannot hope to match it. Did you hear that Orison has its own theater now? Apparently, everything shown there is utter trash that's aimed at uncultured simpletons. That's hardly a surprise. Film directors and scriptwriters are just hacks masquerading as artists. But they are far less detestable than the actors. They are nothing more than talentless failures who lack the skills to be cast in opera. The fact that people can enjoy those degenerate works is unfathomable to me. Indubitably. But I suppose our government is to blame for that. They ought to provide a better cultural education. Movies will cause the youths of today become desensitized to reality. Many will turn to lives of crime or attempt the impossible. What a terrifying prospect. Let us hope that true art will once more spread and put a swift end to that abominable medium. I can't believe what I'm hearing right now. Where do these people get off insulting everyone left and right? This isn't 1175. We're in the 13th century here. What kind of ancient relic has this much beef against movies? Calm down, Judith. What they're saying ain't cool, but you don't want to make a fuss and end up blowing your cover. I know. I'll bite my tongue and use this experience to hone my craft. I'll change their minds with my acting.
Indeed.
It's only a matter of time before children imitate the art they see on the screen and commit horrible atrocities all over the world. That goatee person ought to be locked up when that happens. His violent, lugubrious films may spell the end to civilized society as a whole as we know it. The only skill a movie actress must possess is having a bare body. And all they're good at is arousing stimulation in lustful men. The same goes for the so-called idols I hear so much about. I'm told their nice, scandalous outfits expose a great deal of skin. When I was young, we had a name for such people. Harlots. Welcome to Orishan's Opera House. I know the recent tragedy is still looming over us, but I encourage you to see one of our performances. Opera houses are on the decline due to the rise of movies. Not to mention those pop tunes are all the rage of the youth today. The world is moving on from opera, it seems. What a great loss it will be for the Republic. We must prevent such a future from coming to be. Those of us in the old capital must enlighten the people of Calvert to the best of our ability. What's going on here? What are you guys... Are you guys sticking your hands out? Casting a spell on them? My pure-blooded patriotic comrades, I implore you to think long and hard. Long and hard. These immigrants have been flooding in from goddess knows where, and they're taking your jobs and trampling on our pride. And now these vermin think they can etch themselves into our cultural history? Are we going to stand here and let them take center stage of our opera house? Will we let them rewrite our culture so that it bends to their inferior traditions? I say no. Join me, Calvertian brothers and sisters. We will eradicate this cultural infestation before it grows beyond our control. Whatever you say, dude. Is it true that the village was destroyed? Oh, what a frightful age we live in. We've always had occasional terrorist incidents or uprising, but nothing as extreme as this. People like us may very well become the next victims. How horrifying. Now, lady, you have no idea.
Why not buy something to remember your time here?
I finally got a part-time job, but that means I will have to keep working in the evenings now, which is when I usually do my homework. I joined Orison University because it's a prestigious college. But man, the tuition is killer. I've got rent and other cost of living expenses on top of that. If only I'd been born into a rich family.
Don't you need a souvenir?
Hey there, looking for some handicrafts to remember your trip by? Well, you've come to the right place. We've got everything from fine art made by notable artisans to popular souvenir goods, all at a low price. I've got something for customers of all stripes, so have a look around. The department store sells souvenirs too, of course, but their prices are through the roof. It's up to you whether you want to blow your wallet on one thing or get a whole bunch of goodies from here with mirror to spare. One of our biggest draws is that each tourist can pick and choose what they feel is right for them.
Hello there.
Let's see, a gift for Begard. Ceramic coin.
See you again.
Got something planned?
I appreciate it.
Take a good look around.
Oh gosh, go to the sweets. Van is about to go insane. Welcome! Would you like a delicious Orishan confectionery? I know people down here are down after that horrible incident, but I don't want our city's visitors to be sad the whole time they're here. My store's sweets are very popular with tourists. If they can help brighten people's moods, I'd be overjoyed.
I'm proud of all my wares.
Then I'll take your entire stock.
It's been a pleasure. Oh,
Shove
I
that
can't
directly
take
into my
another
mouth
bite.
hole.
I can't take another bite.
Judith. Oh, I can't take another bite. So I now should be up to 125 things. Do a quick math here. So I'm still good on some.
Welcome. Thanks.
Let's
Welcome.
have
Thanks.
a trade thing. How about this place didn't have a store either. Okay. Okay, so let's go to these optional events here.
Maybe I'll take the tram.
Hey, doggo. I don't see any 4 SPGs on the board. That's weird. I thought the society was spreading the word that I'm in town. Maybe they'll start rolling in soon. Not like we can deal with them today anyway. The game will begin soon, and we aren't sure how much time we'll have in the evening. Got a point there. I guess we'll just have to check back tomorrow. Let's just worry about making it through the first round for the time being. Right, we need to prepare for the game. Okay, let's go to the Bracer Guild. All the the Bracer people and Mariel
First,
are
I
here.
will need a summary of everything that's happening in the surrounding area.
Hey, Ren.
We'll also need to touch base with the local police. The CID has ordered them to work with us. Bear in mind, though, they likely haven't been informed of the game, so be careful not to leak anything about it. As for the underground...
Ren.
Oh, hello. I'm glad you all could join us.
Hi, everyone!
Hey, Mariel.
So you guys are getting right down to business too, huh? I knew Almada wasn't gonna make things easy for us, but they've turned our expectations on our heads yet again. Been a while, Roaring Lion. I'm happy to see you're still alive and kicking.
Same to you, friend.
You two know each other? Should have expected that. You probably knew my master through his own. That's about the short of it. Just to be clear, though, I thought he died 3 years ago, too. Anyway, Ren's going to be serving as our supervisor while we're here. She's also the liaison between the guild and the other factions in the city. We figured she'd be the perfect fit for the job. I feel much better with her on board. She was a big help during the war 2 years ago. I do feel a little bad, though. She has a lot on her plate. I certainly have my work cut out for me. Amada's sadistic scheming isn't making matters any simpler either. But I'll manage. I'm quite proficient in multitasking, but this is well within my capabilities. We're lucky to have you, Ren. You go get him, Tiger. Wow, you've got a lot of bracers for this op, huh? Even the Gekka tomboy's here. How's it going, girlie? Not in the mood! Sorry, we're all a little on edge right now. We just lost one of our people today. What? 2 bracers were exploring the underground labyrinth, and they ran into Almada, who were likely in the midst of preparing for the game. They managed to bring back some valuable intelligence, but at a steep cost. One of them was badly wounded, and the other passed away this morning. That's horrible. I'm so sorry to hear that, you guys.
I just finished getting ready, Jin. Oh.
Elaine! Hey,
I had heard you were in the city, but I didn't expect to run into you so soon.
I take it you've been worried about me after what happened yesterday? Well, don't be. I'm fine now. With the stakes as high as they are, I can ill afford to be reckless, nor can I be too caught up in the past. I hear you there. How about we let bygones be bygones, then? Yes, let's. Since you are here, I'm sure you fully intend to dive headlong into the jaws of danger. Normally, I would suggest that you not take your assistants on that journey with you. But seeing as there's no safe haven here, I will only ask that you and your friends be careful. Of course, and you do the same. We should probably get going, you two. Sounds good. Off to the underground, then. We will be counting on you all to handle everything up here. Understood. We won't let you down. Watch your backs out there. I'm going to get to work, too. I may not be able to keep my editors in the loop about all this, but that won't stop me. If Dingo was here, he would do something about this. If you need my help with anything, or if you want to talk, you know where to find me. Thank you. We'll be sure to take you up on that if we need to. Perhaps we could ask if the messages we received from Almada all contain the same information, just in case. Ah, hello. You must be Arkwright Solutions. I've heard much about you. The Orshan branch is currently on high alert, though that isn't being publicized. Nonetheless, a bracer already lost their life in the line of duty. If you don't mind me asking, who passed away? His name was Iwan. He was a young bracer who only just got promoted to B rank. He had a bright future ahead of him. He was working alongside a veteran bracer who was severely injured in the attack. So he was the same rank as Clausel. Yes, whoever we're fighting is the real monster. Indeed, I'll have to put this information Kirchen brought back to good use. Oh, speaking of which, he made an odd comment earlier. He said they went up against an enemy that they couldn't defeat. They wailed on it for a long time, but to no avail. I figured I should warn you. Oh, damn. Thanks for the heads up. Should we run into such a thing, we will be certain to make a hasty retreat. I thought we were prepared for what Almada could throw at us. Clearly, we were mistaken. We must bring this crisis to a swift conclusion. That's the only way we can make it up to Iwan. Remember to stay away from that enemy they couldn't defeat if you can. We don't want anyone else to be killed out there.
I see.
Hey, what's up? I wasn't expecting to run into you again so soon, and definitely not under these circumstances. Thanks again for your help back in Long Lai. No problem. Also, yeah, didn't think I'd bump into you here. This is a kind of high-stakes gig, ain't normally your thing, is it? Nope, but duty calls. Drusilla heard they needed capable racers and recommended me. Well, as long as I'm on the surface, we're cool. Though I haven't taken on any requests in a big city like this before. But I'm not going to question the guys at HQ. Just going to trust them and do the best I can. Well said. Well, if you want my opinion, I'd say you're more than qualified to handle the biggest of cities. With skills like yours, we've got nothing to worry about. Oh, this is the guy from Long Lai, so he's Easter. I think I've heard something about this guy. He might be from one of the northern tribes? I didn't have time to deal with Almada back in Long Lai, so I never knew they had so many screws loose. It would be crazy enough to bring Jaegers and bracers together and say, okay, now fight to the death. It's pure insanity. I knew things would turn out like this. I would have turned down the recommendation without a second thought. Well, now that I'm in this mess, I'll just have to trudge through it. Naturally, I have my reservations about you being involved in this game, but I'm willing to follow Elaine's lead. Let's put our differences behind us for the time being. I'm on board with that. I'm glad you understand this ain't the time to be engaging in pointless antagonism. Yes, I get it. Iwan wouldn't want me to get wrapped up in a meaningless fight, nor would he want me to cause trouble for Elaine. Oh, is that Iwan the one who, passed away this morning? Yeah, we joined the Bracers around the same time, but he got promoted to B rank a little before I did. Rintan and I were always stuck playing catch-up with him, and just when I finally managed to narrow the gap... Sorry to hear that, man. One way or another, I have faith that Elaine and Zin will find a way to resolve this situation. To ensure they can focus on the task at hand, I, along with everyone else here, will handle everything on the surface. We're giving it our all, and I expect that you'll do no less. Are we clear? Bristol, that was my plan all along. Oh, by the way, I wanted to ask, does Elaine seem off to you? I heard you two went out drinking the other night. What do you mean? Never mind. If you didn't notice anything, it's probably nothing. Still, I can tell something is on her mind. If you notice anything strange, let me know. Will do. Lahad and I will be doing requests and intel gathering with the group that's come across the Republic. Honestly, I'd rather be helping Elaine and Zin on the battlefield, but if they need me to hold down the fort here, I'll gladly do so. Hey there, Spriggan. It's been a while, hasn't it? I've been hearing all about your exploits since Longport. What's up, girl? Don't what's up, girl me, Aaron. Anyway, we were all called here to deal with Almada, so I figured I'd bump into you all at some point. Everyone here is in this together. We've got your back. And we've got yours. Elaine and Zin may be the ones on the front lines, but you ain't out of the danger. Careful out there.
Indeed.
I heard Highway is going to be part of the game too. I wonder what they could be scheming. Well, that doesn't matter now. Fact is, we've got a common enemy now, and that's Almada. Ren's up here. You're on your computer? It's not your kitty computer, though. I may be playing the part of guild supervisor, but if you need any assistance from me, I'm more than happy to help. Although, depending on the request, I may have to do it on the sly. Thank you, Ren. I'm sure we'll take you up on that. Her info network's so vast, it's almost scary. If she's offering, we might as well make use of it. I'm offering in part because I owe you, but also but I also simply like what you do. You're free to make use of me however you see fit. You need help, you know where to find me. Iwan, I'm so sorry. I'm only here because you protected me. He only did what he thought was right. There's no need to be sorry. We're just happy you made it back alive. We'll handle things from here, Gerchian. You just focus on getting some rest. Take care of Orshian and Almada. He's asleep now. Yeah, he had 6 broken ribs and several lacerations. It's a miracle he escaped on his own. Before he and Ewan were ambushed, they were looking into something in the labyrinth. Apparently, the nuclear weapon isn't the only thing we've had to worry about. Almada brought in something else, but we don't know what. That's our only warning to you, so try and make it count. Of course, we'll put a stop to Almada's plans. Nice of you to worry about us. Is that why you let us listen in on what he was saying? Who can say? Let's all do our best out there. We'll make them pay for what they did to Ewan, and save the 280,000 citizens in the process. Well, I checked on him, so it's time to head out. I'll be part of the ground forces for now. Depending on the situations, though, we might see some member changes. This will be a tough one, even for the aim rank bracers. Careful out there, you guys. Okay. That's everything explored. I guess we're ready to go into the underground remnants. Oh no, there's one more person over here. Maybe it's Marielle? Yes, it is. Okay.
As resplendent as you'd expect the old capital to be.
Not allowed to report on anything going on. I know that wouldn't stop Dingo from trying to help. There has to be something I can do. Yeah, your investigative nose may actually come in handy here. The city might be hiding a thread that'll unravel this whole mess, and a competent journalist like you could sniff it out. What? Are you actually complimenting me? Who are you, and what have you done with Van Arkride? Hey, come on, I can dish out some praise from time to time. Really though, despite how Dingo acted, he had a ton of respect for you. And I put a lot of stock in his opinions. You say that, but Dingo would always try to slip away whenever I was in the vicinity. I know you're right though. He was rude sometimes, but I respected him too. To the bitter end, he fought to deliver the truth. What a hero. Yeah, he was. And now it's time for you to pick up the torch. But keep in mind, that doesn't mean you gotta do things exactly like him. He'd want you to make the most of your strengths. Not like you need me to tell you that, though. Right. I know he'd want me to follow my own path. The truth can run, but it can't hide. If there's a lead that'll help us move forward, then I'll find it. I think I'll start by asking what the citizens think about the situation. Then I'll look into what the police are up to. A good reporter never underestimates the value of mundane conversations. Leads often crop up where you least expect them to. Keep doing your thing, Marielle. You're doing a good job. Okay, so all that out of the way, I believe we are ready to go into the fray, as they say. Okay. Into the underground remnants. This must be it. Our keycard's waiting for us to join on the other side of this door. Wow, this place is like right next to where we're staying. Convenient. We received instructions on how to open the door, yes? Yeah, and it came with the message we got. It's similar to how to open those kind of doors back in Edith. I take it this is the Mafia's work too, then? Probably. Either way, we don't know what we're going to run into here, so be careful, you guys. That's one very large door. So I'm guessing this is our way in? Yeah, we'd be doing a lot of fighting on the other side of it. This device must be our keycard scanner. We got a couple of side paths too, and I sense monsters on both of them. This place is big. Actually, judging by the sound, how the sound is reverberating in here, I believe this area in particular is quite small. And it won't take us long to explore every nook and cranny. Let's hop to it. This will be a cinch with Master's help. Couldn't ask for a better ally than the head of the Kunlun School. Looking forward to seeing you in action again. And I'm looking forward to seeing how much my pupil has grown.
Very well.
Okay.
Looks like your boost gauge is maxed out. I bet physical attacks would work. It's tea time. If you're going to boost, I do it now. Activate the skill.
I can live with this. Shall I brew you some tea, Miss Claudel?
Looks like your boost gauge is maxed out. I bet physical attacks would work. Initiating combat. Activating skill.
A gift from above, perhaps.
Oh, I could do better.
Ooh, raised a hollow core to its maximum level. Okay, that's gonna be Agnes's. Hollow 9000 is the achievement name too.
Holy shit, you don't screw around, do you, Gramps?
That's my master for you. He's always been a beast, but he still keeps one-upping himself.
I could say the same for you. I'm not the only one who has honed its craft.
I bet physical attacks would work. It's tea time.
Now or never.
Gotcha.
I need some help, Fairguard.
I won't let this chance slip by. Activating skill.
No! Miss Claudel! No! Perfect on ya!
I bet physical attacks would work. Initiating combat. Let's have some fun. One more hit him with the Whopper.
Battle finished. We did exemplary work. Treasure located.
I bet physical attacks would work. Activating skill. Activating skill.
Mr. Siemens!
Engaging skill.
Please, Judith! Wide open!
Reset! Sweep them!
Activating skill.
Gotcha.
That went better than I anticipated.
You were an incredible help, Reset. We're not hit him with the Whopper. It's tea time. Activating skill.
They're gone! No! They're stunned!
Begin reset!
A chance for a shard boost. Some elements look effective.
Gotcha.
That went better than I anticipated.
Superb work, Reset.
Okay.
Hollow core leveled up.
Okay, let's head back and fight the mini boss.
Looks like we can rest here.
Just what I needed. Just what I needed.
Oh my. Watch out, everyone. That one means business. I believe its placement here, my dead end, is deliberate. I'm inclined to believe we have to defeat it in order to proceed with the game. Yeah, that's probably how we get our right to participate. Well, let's cut it down to size.
If you're going to boost, I do it now. Certain arts want to be effective. Full boost. Time to go on the attack.
I want to see Gramps, his craft. I haven't seen that yet.
Focus unleashed. Engaging skills. Boost gauge upgraded.
Nice.
Activating drive.
Go, Grimcat.
I cried on the night. There's nothing I can't watch. Grimcat at your service. I won't let this chance slip by.
Initiating drive.
You'll be sorry.
Activating drive.
Activating drive.
Reset. Sweeper.
Activating skill.
Initiating skill.
Here I go.
Initiating drive.
Reset. Sweeper. Now's our chance. Here goes.
Activating skill.
Now.
Done and done. Oh, look at what it dropped. That's gotta be our keycard. Perfect. We can use it to open the door then. It looks like it's a standard issue security card. That's a fairly modern design. Fascinating. Look, the Genesis is reacting to it.
Keycard acquired. You have been registered as Team Arkwright Solutions.
Wait, what? How do they know we were the ones to picked it up? The hell? I don't see any cameras around here. They're hidden or something? I don't think so. I'm thinking this is just part of the Genesis's surveillance system. I am of the same mind. In this case, I believe it's confirming that we obtained our keycard. A plausible hypothesis. Well, we already know the system's designed to be this keeper of the rules, but I didn't realize it could monitor us so closely. Yeah, with that thing following our every move, the bomb could go off at any second. Well, the second the rule's broken. Hey, don't get all doom and gloom on me, guys. As long as we play by the book, we'll be fine. Though, we can find a few loopholes here and there. Don't forget our boss man's a loophole-fighting master. Good point. Hey, that feels more like a diss than a compliment. Still, you're not wrong. And I'm idea generating as we speak. Can't rack my brain over it too much, though. If we sit on our asses, we'll be having a date with the gods tonight. I'll come up with something, though. We'll find a way to outwit them. Yeah, I'm sure we will. Either way, we got the card now, but we can't use it just yet. We might as well head back above ground for now. Yeah.
Sure thing. I'll tune up your orbment. Leave everything to me.
Maintenance mode activated. Holocore Karabia, initiated. Holocore Cameo online.
Here I go.
It's go time.
Here goes.
Okay, back to the surface we go, I guess.
Just what I needed.
Ooh, I can get the platinum coin now. First of those tradable things that I was been able to get. Okay, we've already taken a cursory look around this district. I wish we could do the same for the others, but we don't have time. Indeed, the first round will be starting very soon. At least we're able to exchange info at the guild. We got our keycard too. Maybe we can take a quick breather while we wait for... Sorry, but we can't. There's something we've got to do before we head into the game. Oh, and what's that? Based on the size of the arena and the teams we're going to be up against, our chances of winning and taking home the gold are slim to none. Normally I'd call you a pessimistic wuss for saying that, but you got a point. We're up against Highway, top-ranking Jaegers, and even our batshit clients. Our group is rather small in comparison to much of our competition. And though a few groups are lacking in numbers, they make up for it with their tactical support. That's definitely true of Abby and my brother. But we can't just throw in the towel. Yeah, and we won't. We just got a hole in the manpower department, and there's only one way to fill it: recruit more people. Well, wait, are you suggesting you wish to form an alliance with another team, I take it? Exactly. And it'll be a completely equal partnership, of course. The other teams have all got their goals and agendas, as well as the resources to see them through. Normally, they'd never form a partnership with anyone. But we've got the benefit of not being beholden to anyone. Well, we're flexible like that. But wouldn't doing this break one of the rules? 2. None of the participating players may enter or leave Orishan, nor can they call in reinforcements from the outside. Would joining forces with another team classify as calling on reinforcements? I don't think so. The rule specifically prohibits calling them in from the outside. It doesn't say anything about doing so from inside the city. Ha! Technicality saves the day! It probably violates the spirit of the rule, but who cares? It's their own damn fault for not being more clear. Who are they going to turn? But who are we going to turn to? And how are we going to find them? Guild is one option. We know where they are located, and they could very likely agree to your proposal. True. But there might also be other candidates too, even if they come with more risk. We've just got to make sure it's a team that fits with our way of doing things. As for finding out where the other teams are, there's a friend of ours in the city who might be able to lend a hand there. Oh, Ren! Great idea. If anyone could help us, that'll be her. Let's hurry on to the guild. Okay. I'll be back.
Just a quick break, that's all.
Let's go meet up with Ren, but this is crazy. So I get to pick a faction, which faction, oops, wrong way, I want to align with, ally with. And each one's gonna have a different bosses, different events, different characters that are gonna join. I'm assuming I'll be able to choose all four. I think my my levels are okay to be able to choose all four of them here. We have something we want to discuss with you. That's quite the clever little scheme you devised. Leave it to Van to find and exploit the smallest of loopholes within the rules. So, you think you can help us out? Of course. Who do you think you're talking to? I already know the names of all the teams, their bases of operations within the city, and where their respective entrances are located. How? You haven't even been here an hour! Whew, I'm so sure glad she's on our side. Of course, I can't spill the tea. I can't spill all the tea, but I can at least let slip the current locations of the teams. If you wish to have a successful alliance, I suggest you ally with a group that aligns with your principles. Do you have a particular team in mind? I think the only... Okay, I do have all four choices. Oh my god. I mean, my initial choice is I want to do the Bracer Guild because, you know, you get Elaine, you get Fee, you get Zen. But if I align with Haiwa, I get to play as Rishia, and Sal's there as well. If you do Ikaruga, you get Shizuna, who I really would love to play as. Okay, so I'm looking at this, at the layout here. So it looks like you gain people, you're gonna gain people that are allies and that are guest allies. The allies are controllable and the guest allies are not controllable. So the guest ones aren't actually playable, they're just going to be controlled by the CPU. So if I do the Bracer Guild, then I get to play as Elaine, and Fee and Zen join, but they're not actually, they'll join in battle, but they're not actually controllable in battle. Then you have Risha, as along with Xiao joining as a guest ally who's not playable. And then Ikaruga, you get Shizuna, with Kurone as a guest one. And if you do Ouroboros, you don't actually get another playable character. Walta and the Kriza will join as not playable. Okay. I mean, I'm kind of... Okay. I was going to go to the Bracer Guild, but to be truthful, if I only get Elaine and I don't actually get to play as Fee... I'm just trying to figure out which one do I want to do as first, and then which ones do I want to do, like, go back later and play. Whether that be after the story or before I continue into the next chapter. Obviously, I have a separate save file. It's not like I'm gonna miss anything here. Man, this is hard. I really want to play as Risha. or yen. I also really want to get more Shizuna time as well. The Bracer Guild is the one that I want to kind of, like, story-wise, I wouldn't mind continuing with, because that seems like the most fitting one that I would actually really choose to ally with. This is such a hard decision. I don't know if it affects anything different later on in the chapter. Like, I think I want to make my final alignment be the Bracer Guild. I really want to play as Risha. First off, I'm gonna do my backup save here just to save some time. Let's just do our backup save. Trying to think, is it going to be easier to do the one I want to land on first and then reload, or do the ones I don't want to land on first and then reload and do a straight playthrough through of the one I want to land on?
Okay.
Now then.
Very well. Very well.
I hate this. I hate this so much. Oh, God. Okay, let's... Okay, so I'm gonna do the Bracer Guild first. And that'll be the one I canonly continue on. Then we'll come back and we'll do the other three, I think. At least what you end on here, it doesn't impact the next game. Okay. I gotta rip the band-aid off. Gotta do it. I just gotta rip the band-aid off. Let's get going. I can't sit here all day. We've already got a decent working relationship with the guild, so they might be our best bet. They're also short on manpower, so they're likely to see this as a mutually beneficial arrangement. I can see us butting heads on some things, though. Yeah, we're gonna try our luck with the guild.
Hey there, guys.
Nice to see you all again.
We apologize for imposing on you
not
like
at all.
this.
Ren already informed us that you would be coming. The game will begin soon, so we may need to keep this brief. What is it you wanted to discuss?
Actually, we wanted to propose something. Oh, now there's an interesting idea. I guess there's no rule that says you can't. You guys sure are pros at thinking outside the box. We are, well, it is tempting. We are kind of short on numbers. Oh, and please don't misunderstand. We aren't trying to capitalize on that fact. But we have our reasons for wanting to make it to the end. We need to be the last team standing. So, how about it? Will you help us? I think it's pretty clear that our interests are aligned. If we teamed up, I'm sure we'd be a force to be reckoned with. There's one problem, though. And that problem is we disagree on a few key fundamental issues. For good or for ill, we must follow the Bracer Code to the letter. So if we join forces, you would have to adhere to it as well. No compromises. Not surprising, no surprises there. But we desperately need all of your help if we're going to win this. We've already had a lot of run-ins with Armada, more than I'd like to admit, actually. But that also means we know some juicy details about them. Want me to spill the beans? And then all you gotta do is join up with us. Sounds like a pretty sweet deal, isn't it? Gotta hand it to them. This guy sure knows how to sell an idea, and he's relentless, too. Unfortunately, they're a tough customer. Well, you aren't wrong. We don't have a particularly good reason to turn down your offer. Save for one. You are keeping secrets from us. Trust is the foundation of effective teamwork, and you clearly do not trust us. What one of your favorite phrases? Your request just isn't up to our standards. Negotiations are breaking down fast. Should we? No, the Genesis are a secret we should keep close to the chest. The guild has close ties to the Foundation. That's why even Rin hasn't brought it up to them. Well, I'm sure you have your reasons for keeping us in the dark, so I'm not going to press you too hard on it. We're going to make this work. There's one concession you'll have to make. You can't bring those 2 civilians into the game. Alright, the code. We'll turn a blind eye to the trainee warrior, and the guy with the high-U connections. Wait, does this route mean I can't bring Ennius along, though? If that's the case, then I don't want to do this route. If you insist on taking those 2 students, though, the deal's off. We're not about to throw ourselves into the fire. I'm not about to drag them in with us. You gotta be kidding me. That's dumb. We're not gonna leave anyone behind, right, Van? I'd rather not, but I'm not gonna force my opinion down their throats. It ain't my job to convince them. I have a personal stake in the matter. The nuclear weapon has more to do with me than anyone else. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we'll be able to convince them. I'm not about to let it be abused, so I will not stand aside, because I know I have the strength to do something about it. I too have held my own during many crises with everyone here. I'm capable of making an objective self-assessment of my strengths and weaknesses, and what I can do and cannot do. I know I can do this. While I cannot share the details now, I have a strong connection to the truth of what's happened here. Huh.
Alright. You got the resolve at least. So now's the part where you put your fist where your mouth is.
Okay, so I can't take them. Okay, good. Really? We're fighting now? Of all times? I fear this is a necessary measure if we are to convince them. If this is a test of mettle for our youth, then I will stay out of this.
Many thanks, friend.
Jin.
We'll be rooting for you.
I gotta fight Zhen. We're up against a future S-rank breaker. Don't drop your guard for a second. Right. Theo, Zeros with me.
And I, Jin the Immovable of the Taito School, will serve as your opponent. Show me just what you can do.
Keep it up! It's working!
The rest is up to you.
I'm on the perfect chance!
Initiating skill.
I hope you're ready! Here's the climax! Grimnight Wall!
Loose gauge expand.
Miss Alphaned! It's over! Now it's my turn! A chance! What should I do? Shield! Protect everyone!
Here we go!
Perfect chance!
Fairy says no.
Activating skill.
Activating skill. Accelerate! It's over!
I see you're not all talk.
Boost gauge limiter removed.
Energy output maximum.
Keep it up! It's working!
Initiating skill.
You know what to do, August! Slow down! Final weapons! Here!
Haha, you got me.
The match is decided. Does that mean we did it? Well, I'll be. You got me. I might be getting a little too old for this stuff. Says the guy who isn't even out of breath. You're a freak of nature, you know that? I guess the Taito style is the real deal. He stood firm as a mountain in the wake of our attacks. No wonder he is called the Immovable. So if we beat you, does that mean... Yeah, I'm fully convinced you've all got the will and the strength to see this through. Even you two. I can't dismiss you as helpless civilians now. I won't object to you tagging along. Thank you, sir. Admittedly, I would not be able to keep pace without the aid of Theo and Zeros. I draw my strength from my gun swords, and you draw your strength from them. It's all relative. I will give credit where credit's due. You have grown much stronger since we first met. I'm still reluctant to accept your participation in this, but seeing how my companions have come around to the idea, I will concede.
Guess that settles it. We'll happily work with you guys. So long as our shared goal is to stop Almada, and ideally take him in alive, this doesn't violate the Bracer Code. but we're still gonna follow the code to the letter. Can't waver on that point no matter what. Deal?
Yeah, it's a deal. We'll be counting on you guys.
Same here.
Why the long face? You're not happy about this arrangement? That's surprising.
On the contrary, I'm quite pleased. They will no doubt prove to be a valuable asset to us. Although this does throw a wrench into my plans. Huh. Actually, maybe not.
Okay, so the party is only going to be there for the underground sections and not for the exploration of the top. So there isn't going to be a lot of dialogue that we're missing when we're out exploring around then. Good to know. It's almost time. 2 p.m.
The upper zone is now accessible to Team Arkwright Solutions.
Looks like the door has been activated. Now we just need to use our keycard. Didn't say anything about our alliance. I won't lie. I was a little anxious about that. Thought we'd be okay in the end, but I'm nervous too. Looks like it's treating us as one team. Yeah, we're part of Team Arkwright Solutions now. Guess that's fine by me. Well, this is it, y'all. Let's get moving. Okay, this labyrinth is way bigger than I expected. For real, this is just the upper floor. I surmise this place was once an underground waterway, likely constructed during the Dark and Middle Ages. It might have been used as an escape route from the palace back then. Yeah, probably.
All of the players have now entered through their designated doors. Very good.
Huntis. He's using projection. Indeed, it a shard-based one by the looks of it.
I just confirmed that all participating parties have completed the game's registration process. I would like to extend a warm welcome to each and every team here. All 19 of you.
That's a higher number than I expected. It could be a little inflated. It's possible the Jaeger Corps split themselves into multiple groups.
You are standing in an underground facility that was constructed by the former royal family and tweaked by us for the purpose of this game. Before the slaughtering can begin, however, there are a few additional rules we must explain. Care to do the honors, Melchior?
Ooh, with pleasure. Finally, my time to shine has arrived.
Welcome to our little game players. I am positively teeming with anticipation to get this glorious bloodbath underway. But first, there are a few important details you ought to know. Take a gander at the keycard in your possession. That very card serves up as an unequivocal proof of your right to partake in our humble little game. We distributed one card for each team. The key to victory is to steal the other team's cards. And bring a set number of them to the doors at the end of each zone. After that, you will come face to face with the zone's boss. You must defeat them in order to advance. So, if you honestly believe you can finish this game without spilling a single drop of blood, then I'm happy to disappoint. When a team inevitably loses, they must hand over all their key cards to the winner and take a bow. They cannot advance, nor can they interfere with the remaining players inside the game area. Oh, and don't even think about fleeing the city. Heavens no. You all tremble in fear until the very last day of the game. Also, I cannot force you to kill each other. I will cry if you don't. So for my sake, don't show any mercy. I should probably mention the bonus feature we threw in to add a touch of thrill and suspense. We placed nuclear bombs in each of the underground zones. They're as potent as our palace bomb, but they're as strong as a shot from a railway gun. If you let even one of them go off, a few thousand people will soon be knocking on Adios's door. The bombs are hidden, so you'll have to defeat the zone boss to disable their activation switch. There's a time limit in place, so no dilly-dallying. If you focus solely on disabling the palace bomb, you may find that Orishan will be a short of a few districts before the end of the game. Got the gist of it. We'll be keeping a watchful eye on all of you. We can't have you breaking any rules now, can we? So try to be on your best behavior.
Alrighty then. Now that the ground rules have been laid bare, we can finally start the murdering. For round 1, you will need 3 key cards to proceed to the next zone. The first bomb will go off in exactly 3 hours. We spared no expense in preparing this carnival of carnage, so put on a good show. I want to see piles of mutilated corpses.
That bastard sure loves the sound of his own voice. The situation's gone from bad to worse to shit. That's putting it mildly. I cannot fathom how they acquired so many explosives. If they really are as powerful as a railway gun, then we're in a lot of trouble. I imagine Melchior devised that as part of the plan, and unfortunately, we would need more than 3 hours to find them on our own. I doubt we can tip the police either. We'd run the risk of the public finding out about this game. They planned it all down to the smallest detail. Makes me sick. I don't disagree, but we should focus our energy on the task at hand, namely, defeating the bosses of each zone. You're right, Master. We shouldn't overthink this. Just had a thought. Our group's size doesn't really lend itself to quick and easy coordination in fights, and we're a little pressed for time. Got a point there. I think the 3 of us should do our own thing in fights. That way, we don't have to worry about giving orders to everyone. Actually, maybe you can work more closely with them, Elaine. You and Van know each other so well, after all. I would like that. That was actually my plan from the start. Gotcha. No objections from me. There's no telling what's waiting for us here, so keep your eyes and ears open, everyone.
Just what I needed.
Okay, got Elaine.
I'll handle this.
Nice. Ooh, V and Zen do follow us in the overworld.
I eagerly awaited your form. Got the upper hand.
You're up, Elaine.
Look at this music, though.
Escape level maximum. Enemy eliminated. Get moving.
Nice work, Elaine.
Fighters
Hull
like you are a
level
rare
done.
breed. Glad to have you on our team.
Likewise.
We'll be expecting a lot from you all. Let's give it our best. I'm a treasure. Got a charge attack ready.
We've got the upper hand.
Engaging skill.
You're mine. Enemy eliminated. Let's get moving.
You really showed him who's boss, Elaine.
What was that?
Yo! Welcome to the party.
Behind us!
What? Gah. It's him. The guy we saw in Long Line.
Damn! It ain't every day I run into someone who could take one of my attacks head on. You're the real deal, aren't you, Roaring Lion?
I cast that name aside long ago. So the Gardens intend to aid Almada to the last, I see.
Yep. Gotta honor the contract we made with Dantes and all.
What? You're one of the Garden's overseers? Arok the Eradicator, wasn't it? You this zone's boss?
Good thing this ain't a quiz show, because you'd be wrong. You could think of me as this game's wreck. I'm here to carry out the observational system's will. That way, when it finds a couple of cheaters like you, I can deliver a little dose of punishment. I'll give you some credit, though. The possibility of teams joining up never crossed our minds.
Shit, this isn't good. An alliance must be regarded as a violation of the rules. Oh no.
Nah, you're good. If it was, the nuclear device would have blown you sky high by now. If anything, I like the way you think. Takes one hell of a creative mind to find a loophole in our rules.
Wasn't that big of a loophole.
You're really towing the line here, though. That's why you got a penalty on your hands. And I'm here to deliver it. Good luck. Try not to die on me, you hear?
Don't smile like that when you're talking about murder. It's creepy. Well, here it comes. This is the first wall in our path, and we'll plow straight through it. Yeah.
No mercy for you.
Let's get to hunting already.
A chance for a shot boost.
Ha! No need to go easy on him.
Man, this music.
Move in. Come on, let's go. We can win.
Engaging skill.
Oh, radiant wings. Night up.
Boost gauge upgraded.
He has a crit coming up.
We should go on the attack. Come on, let's go.
Activating drop.
Nothing gets past me.
What's the matter, huh?
Try to keep up.
Activating skill.
That strength in space. Send it quick.
This is it.
I won't let this chance slip by.
A big party now.
The rest is up to you. I'm on the scene. Keep it up. It's working.
Activating skill. Activating skill. Activating skill.
Make it quick. We can win.
unleashed.
Activating skill.
You're finished! Take me!
Activating skill. Boost gauge limit crushed.
Engaging skill.
You're mine! I'm counting on you, Jin! Now or never! You're mine! You know what to do, Anya!
Activating drop.
Activating skill.
Elaine, take over! Anya!
Activating skill.
Perfect chance!
Activating skill.
Can't complain.
What'd you expect? I won't stop here!
Not bad. You guys got some fire in you, that's for sure. Holy smokes, his wounds just closed up. This guy's a monster. You think his halberd and armor are artifacts? Very likely. They could be granting him unlimited regenerative power. How is that fair? And you called us cheaters? It doesn't matter, we've got no choice but to fight. Nope, we're done for now. The monitoring system isn't compelling me to act anymore, which means the punishment you deserve has been doled out. Oh, so that's how it works. The power granted to him must be only reserved for punishing those who break the rules. And the amount of punishment imposed must be relative to the infraction committed. Here's the takeaway. Don't break the rules. Also, if I catch you slacking in a fight, I'll light a fire under your asses. Oh, and don't you dare die on me before this is over. I'm happy you're taking part in this, by the way. You said you're an actress, right? One of these days, I ought to go out and see one of those movie things. Excuse me? Are you implying you've never seen a movie before? That's ridiculous. Do yourself a favor and go to the theater right now. You're better off ditching this stupid game anyway. Judith? Is this really that so pressing of an issue? I'll think about it. Good riddance. I don't really care about him not seeing a movie before, but if he goes to watch one right now, I wouldn't complain. If he doesn't, I'll drag his sorry butt to a theater myself. He has a lot of catching up to do. Well, if he were to do so, that would be one less powerful foe to worry about. Thanks for backing us up, you guys. Not for you, I doubt we would have stood a chance. No need to thank us. Helping those in need is what we do. I mean, we wouldn't have to fight him if we had never made lions in the first place. But it did help us learn about the penalty system. Makes me think this might not be the only loophole. And now we know that exposing said loopholes won't immediately trigger the nuclear weapon. The same can't be said for flagrant violations, though. In any event, this was likely intended as a warning to stay away from the gray areas of the game. If I were to speculate, I'd say the final judgment call on penalties will be made by the device overseeing the game rather than Armada itself. That seems plausible. We should keep that possibility in mind moving forward. Right. Anyway, we may have started off on the wrong foot, but at least we got some useful info out of the deal. Let's keep moving. Right, we have no time to waste.
Ooh, a treasure chest!
Testing. This thing on? Can everyone hear me?
Oh, great. Isn't that it? It's the psychopath.
My name is Viola. I'm the boss of the upper zone, which you're all currently in. I'm here to inform you that 2 teams are out of the running.
Team Zahat has been eliminated. Team Delore has been eliminated.
Multi-kill. What? Already? Team Zahat. Oh, the Scorpions of Zahat. That's a Jaeger corps in the Central East. The Team Delore must be referring to the Delore family.
Both teams were certainly formidable, but they quickly ran into foes above their level. Quite unlucky. Oh well, so it goes. You'll be notified like this every time a team is eliminated. Better pick up the pace, my precious little players. Clock's ticking.
Didn't take long for this to turn into a free-for-all. As expected, I came ready to fight anyway. No telling what we'll run into another team. Try to be careful, but remember, this is still a race against time. Right, we'll keep that in mind.
You got a charge attack. Wide open. Now's a great time for a short.
Keep it up. It's
Engaging skill.
Activating skill.
Too slow.
Activating skill.
All fired up.
This labyrinth is rather large, isn't it? Yes, alarmingly so.
And all the other teams are blasting through it at the same time as us? Yeesh.
Do your work. Escape level now.
I swear by this sword, I won't lose.
Got a charge attack ready. Wide open. Engaging skill.
You're mine.
I'm all fired. Take it from here, Fee.
That's it?
That fight felt pretty good.
You're so amazing, Elaine! This looks like a stopping point.
Much better.
Oh,
Oh my.
hey, Risha.
What a fortuitous coincidence.
It's like we're gonna be fighting them first. Of all the people we could have run into, it just had to be them. Really down on our luck today, huh? Well, nothing we can't do about it now. We'll just have to beat you to your black and blue. Do we have to jump straight to violence? We could try talk it out for once.
The young lady is quite right. Why must we resort to such brutality from the outset? Did we not come to an amicable agreement just the other day?
That was just to exchange information that'd help us keep Amada in check. But in situations like these, negotiations are off the table. You're a shady bastard who'll screw us over in a heartbeat. He's got you there, pal. You wound me. I would never do such a thing, especially when you're the one with the upper hand in numbers. You even recruited some powerful lackeys. I believe you have a good deal of leverage in this arrangement. Yeah, well, these lackeys don't want to negotiate with you either. Same. I don't distrust Risha, But you're a whole other can of worms. I can't trust anyone that close to Yen.
Oh my. What did I do to deserve these unflattering accusations?
Do you even have to ask?
We are clearly at a disadvantage here, so why do you insist that we must fight? You have two of us in the palm of your hand. Yeah, I'm not buying that for a second. For one, both you and Yen are easily capable of kicking all our butts alone. And honestly, I'm not even sure if you are alone here. I think you got some other men in this very room. What? Where? It's definitely possible he's got some junk show that are out of sight. That would be significantly shift the balance of power in this exchange. Right. They could ambush us at any time, while their attention is on the two of them. The scan isn't picking up anything, but that doesn't necessarily mean they aren't here. My, you seem to have gotten some rather strange ideas into your heads. Still, if you do not plan to make the first move, then allow us to do the honors.
Just a second.
Oh yeah, these two. It's a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance, Judith Lanster. I'm something of a fan myself. Golden Blood is undisputedly my movie of the year. Thanks. Anyway.
It's good to see you again. Been a while, hasn't it?
That it has. You've been doing quite well for yourself while I've been away.
Wait, hold the phone. You two know each other? For real? You're like friends or something?
Yeah, although we're not just friends. We're rivals. And we've been that way since the day we met. That was 8 years ago now? We had only just taken up the mantle from our predecessors at that point.
Art.
Sometimes our jobs put us in conflict with one another, but we got to team up every now and then. We may have been rivals, but we were comrades too.
I never would have guessed.
The memories are coming back to me. We spent many hours discussing the weight of what we had inherited. Before I knew it, though, you had found your place amongst the stars. You were thriving in a world unbeknownst to me. Oh, but don't misunderstand. I was truly happy for you. But I was a little sad as well. I felt left behind.
Aw, poor Risha.
So you left for Crossbell and followed that other path because of me?
Not at all. The path I chose was entirely my own. Having said that, it's possible I was subconsciously influenced by you on some level. You're like the brightest star in the sky. I'm just a moon. I can't shine like you, or her. But I came to know the joy of the stage, as well as being at the center of it. The life of theater has captivated me ever since. Just like how the life of cinema has done the same for you.
You know, I'm almost jealous. When I was struggling to find my way, you lent me an ear and your wisdom. Nah, you never needed my help, though. You found the path you wanted to follow all on your own.
I did. And now I'm going to show you everything I've learned during the time we've been apart.
I'm curious to see which of us has grown more these past 4 years.
As am I.
Oh.
Let's do this.
I mean, I can think of I can think of 2 ways that Risha has grown over the past 4 years, but I'll leave it at that.
I think I'll add my own fuel to the fire. So, I've got a score to settle, and I'm not going to be satisfied until I beat the ever-loving shit out of you.
Very well. I hold your potential in high regard, little conqueror. Let's see if you manage to break out of your shell. Show me that my confidence in you is not misplaced.
I'll do more than that, you four-eyed bastard!
Well, I'm glad he's fired up, at least. We're up against both Yin and the White Orchard Dragon. Don't let your guard down.
I'm going all out.
Think you can see through our plan?
you're going to boost, I'd do it now. Give me your worst. Activating drive.
Activating skill.
Sword for me! Keep up, Lancer!
Ha! No need to go easy.
There's nothing I can't swipe. Spring Cat at your service! Your move!
Gotcha!
Keep going.
Ha! No need to go easy on him. Activating drive.
Forget it.
Hey, Phoenix Moon!
Give me your worst. I'll handle this.
Approach however you like.
Engaging skill.
Activating skill. Nothing I can't handle.
This is where the real magic happens.
That strength is it.
I commend you.
Yeah, go Fee.
Activating skill.
Activating skill. All fired up. Away with you.
Interesting. Very interesting. The time you have spent under Van has clearly done wonders in drawing out your latent potential.
Been seeing a hell of a lot of combat, that's for sure. You barely broke a sweat through that whole thing, though. Looks like I've got a ways to go.
You sure are something. You were way outnumbered, but you still put up one heck of a fight. You're in a class of your own.
I don't think that's true at all. I came at you with everything I had, and that was still the best I could do. I hope my performance didn't leave you disappointed.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
Her chest is so big it's intersecting with Judith's model.
If I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give you an 11. You were that amazing. I am so jealous of that woman. She has you all to herself. And thanks to her, you've grown to be a shining star. She must be really special.
That's one quality the two of you share. You have more in common with her than you might realize.
That was certainly enlightening. Cross-spell performances? One woman immediately springs to mind when I think of those things together. No, we shouldn't eavesdrop anymore. It's rude to pry into someone else's personal life. True. Well, still, I'm glad this whole thing had a happy ending. I'm just amazed how well they held up against the 11 of us. Alright. Be good to call this match decided. Yes, we admit defeat. I'd hope that we could catch you unawares with my trump card, but alas. We have 2 key cards in our possession, and they are now yours. You guys drew first blood in this game, huh? Figures.
Team Heiyue has been eliminated.
You sure that was a good idea? Gen's gonna get pretty pissy with you. Well, I very much doubt that. Whether we won or lost was never of any consequence. We came here with the express purpose of witnessing Almada's end, and we can accomplish that while off the game board. Whoa! They really were here all along! You were playing your cards close to the chest, I see. We fully intend to abide by the rules, so we will not interfere with the game or its players any further. However, we can still offer aid from the sidelines. Should you defeat any of the bosses, we would be all too happy to take them into our care. Consider giving them over to us instead of those brutes from the guild. Can I punch him? I really want to punch him. That's a feline. Regardless, I will be praying for your team's success. Yin and I will take our leave. I'll see you around, Judith. See ya. Jesus, that jiggle. I hate dealing with that guy. Even when you have a leg up on him, I always feel like feels like he's 10 steps ahead anyway. It does feel like he's accounted for the possibilities of him losing the battle. He's quite the schemer. Well, just have to cook up some schemes of our own and pay him back tenfold.
Whew. Okay, that's 3 key cards in the bag.
Great! That means we can unlock the door to the boss.
Glad they didn't sick their goons on us in that fight. We should count our blessings.
Much better.
Got a charge attack. We've got the upper hand. Engaging skill.
You're mine.
Barry.
Yes.
Activating skill.
You're open. That looks like a nice chest. It should be safe for now.
Liked what I saw.
Core level up. Engaging skill.
That looks like a nice chest.
Enemy eliminated. Let's get moving.
You're so amazing,
Careful.
Elena.
Sense an incredible aura. Wide open. That's a great time for a shard boost.
Now's a good time to boost. Activating skill.
All you know. Activating skill.
All fired up.
Now or never.
Initiating skill.
I'm not a star for nothing.
Now that was some good work.
I'll cover you. Got a charge attack ready. Wide open. Engaging skill.
All fired up. Howl for me. Thundering kick.
That fight felt pretty good.
You're so
Escape level maximum.
an enemy now. Want to clear him out?
I'll cover. You're up against the large group. Engaging skill.
Don't
What?
mind if I barge in.
Crash will periodically interrupt fights in the underground labyrinth to wreak havoc. Just dish out some damage and he will retreat. Thing is also... Why? Oh. I can use the Grindle to fight him, though.
Better be ready. Your move.
Now's a good time to boost.
All you now.
I'll take over.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
It's over. Your turn, Judith.
Initiating skill.
Sucker.
Keep it
Activating skill.
All you now. If you're activating skill. We can win.
Now's a great time for a shard boost. Engaging skill.
Wings, guide me. Night up.
See you around.
Boost gauge upgrade. Caution. Strong foe ahead. Got a charge attack ready.
We've got the upper hand.
Activating skill.
You're up the lane. Chance.
This'll hurt.
Keep it up. It's working.
You're up.
I'm on the scene.
Activating skill. All fired up.
That's it.
Keep going.
Activating skill. You're open.
live with this.
You've really grown on, yes?
Got a target pack ready.
We've got the upper hand. That strength theory now!
Now's a good time to boost, activating skill.
That's it?
I didn't even break a sweat.
Like what I saw.
This looks like a rest stop. Much better.
Wait, what's wrong?
I can sense a lot of people on the other side of this door, and they're locked in a fierce battle.
Damn, wonder who we're dealing with.
One of them's the Kruger for sure. And I'm almost positive the other one's the Eisenshield.
What should we do then? You're from one of those groups, right?
Yeah.
Well, make up your mind quick. It won't be long before they notice we're here. I don't think I need to spell out what the worst case scenario is. A three-way brawl wouldn't be a fun time. If they ganged up on us, we'd be totally screwed. Yep. Taking on one Jaeger Corps would be challenging enough, but two at once? That's just asking for trouble. Are there any other alternatives? There's one. Back one of them up. That'd make the chance of them turning on us nil. It'd also make it way easier to win. Sounds like a plan. Well, if we're backing up one of them, and it has to be the crew.
No, it doesn't have to be them. Please, don't let me be a factor in your decision.
But are you certain you're alright with fighting your own
Positive.
people?
After all, I'm not with them right now. I'm with you guys. And if I have to treat them like enemies on the battlefield, then so be it. I won't let my emotions cloud my judgment. Doing so would be dishonoring the warriors of Krugen name. So don't worry about me. I want you to choose based on what you think is best.
Well, if you're sure, just so you know, the warriors of Kruger despise the groups like Armada who involve in civilians in conflict. I have no clue what they're working for now. But my guess is that they're here to put a permanent end to Armada. I do know that Eisenchild serves as a law enforcement agency for the Free Cities. Unfortunately, I have no inkling as to who their current employer is. If I were to speculate, I'd say their goal is to take Armada into custody rather than execute them. The one's to kill and one's here to arrest. Which them we're going to side with. Oh god, I have to choose? Oh, that's good. That's Egg Kruger. I don't want to put Freda against her own people.
Is that not...
That's Spriggan?
We're Arkwright Solutions, and we're lending a hand to the warriors of Kruger.
We'll be fighting at your side, Ubby.
So you're proposing a temporary alliance, eh?
That's right. We're not here to decide who's right or wrong, but we're taking a side regardless.
Well, this took a turn for the worse, and you brought bracers with you too? Sorry about this. I'd rather side with you guys than them, but it wasn't my choice to make.
The odds are stacked against us, but we will not be defeated. Our will is ironclad, and our resolve cannot be broken. Men, to arms! Yeah! I'll show you the pride of Eisenseal. Let's get started. Here goes!
A lot of enemies.
I'll blow you up!
Your worst.
Now's a good time to boost.
Now or never.
How about score with them?
Initiating skill.
Better be ready. Skill.
Activating skill.
Guess I was sloppy.
You can't best me.
That's a great time for a shard boost. Engaging skill.
That strength in space.
Deploying shield.
No, you!
Activating skill. Perfect chance.
Activating skill. Activating skill.
There we go. Help
Activating skill.
Away with you!
We can win.
That's a great time for a shard boost. Focus unleashed. Engaging skill.
Can't beat me!
Initiating skill.
Too slow.
Dispatching shield.
Watch closely!
I'll remember this.
Focus unleashed.
You got this.
Engaging skill.
Make it quick. There now.
Now's a good time to boost.
Enemy ready.
Activating drive.
Thanks! It's go time!
Initiating skill.
We can win.
Engaging skill.
Oh, radiant wings. Night of
Boost gauge upgraded.
Guess I was sloppy.
Activating skill.
That's it.
Very now.
Activating skill.
The battle is won. Accept your defeat with grace, Commander Garrett. I had thought we would emerge victorious, but alas, it was not meant to be. Arusha has smiled upon us today. We must give her thanks. Indeed. She was on your side this time. To the victor goes the spoils.
Team Eisenshield A has been eliminated.
Glory to the Kruger! Glory to Arusha! Yeah! We have no reason to remain here. Let us withdraw to the surface. Yeah! You have our thanks for your timely support. I'm assuming you do not intend to fight us here, correct?
Nah, we've got all the keycards we need already. But if you really want to try your luck against us, then I'm game.
No. We would rather avoid back-to-back battles if we can help it.
Hubby.
I had my eye on you during that fight, Farida, and I was very impressed by what I saw. Sending you off to Vans was not a mistake after all.
Head pets!
He's been treating you well, I hope.
Uh-huh. They've all been super nice to me.
He seems really happy. I'm glad she didn't have to fight them. Yeah, small fry could have handled it fine either way. She's tougher than she looks. Though, there's no harm in letting kids be kids, I suppose. There's one more topic to discuss, the spoils of battle. We only received one key card. Would you be opposed to us having it? Y'all can take it. Like I said, we've got all the cards we need. You fought more for the battle than we did. Very well, but we can't send you away empty-handed. We'll be returning to our base for some rest, so we'll let you go ahead of us. Appreciate that. Alright then, we'll be off.
Huh?
We fought side by side this time. But when we next meet, it will likely be as enemies. When the time comes, you will have to come at us with everything you have. And I expect you to do the same for Qasim should you face him.
Understood.
Oop. And that's all the holocores in the game.
Level map. Got a charge attack ready. Wide open. That's a great time for a shard boost. Engaging skill.
Worrying. Judith.
Initiating skill.
I can live with this. You are a great help on us.
Level now. Enemy suppressed. Analyzing data. Team Kruger B has been eliminated.
That's not Uppy's group, at least. But still.
I smell pressure. Much better.
These are the guys who took the lives of everyone in Cray, and they're prepared to do the same to the people here. No telling what they'll pull. Best case scenario, we go in there, crack some skulls, and throw them behind bars, but the actual outcome could be much, much uglier. Oh. Now, I ain't saying you guys have to do the deed. That'd be my job. So even if you don't have their blood on your hands, you'd still be involved in whatever happens, and you'll have to live with the guilt. You sure you're ready for that? Man, it's a reasonable thing to ask. We're against killing too, but when things are down to the wire, we place the lives of civilians above all else. The weight of such an act is heavier than you could imagine. It's a burden you may have to carry for the rest of your lives. There is absolutely no shame in staying behind.
Can it, Gramps? Like I was saying earlier. Come on, dude. I knew it might go down like this since the very damn start. Hell, I'll take them out myself if I have to.
I feel the same way. The lives of so many innocents are at stake here. I'll do whatever I can to protect them. As your concierge, my duty is to you. Turning away now would be shirking my responsibilities.
Listen, I might not always be on the right side of the law, but that's one line I never dared cross. These scumbags, on the other hand, have crossed it one too many times. So if that's how it has to be, then so be it.
If I'm being perfectly honest, I'm scared. I don't know how I'd live with myself if the worst came to pass. But if the nuclear devices go off, that'll be the least of my worries. I'd rather help than do nothing.
The Genesees have caused so much pain and suffering. I don't want their power to be abused any further. So if that's what it comes to, then I'll handle it. I'll shoulder that burden with everyone here. So yes, I'm ready, Van.
Gotcha. Well, there's your answer. Looks like everyone's on board. Guess so. Yeah. You guys ready to kick some ass? Always.
Keycards confirmed. The door has been unlocked.
Looks like we're up against Viola. She did say she was the floor boss. I guess there's no going back.
Indeed. There's no way I'd let you leave now. Not when you've kept me waiting ever so long. Why the long faces? You're the first team here. Rejoice! Turn those frowns upside down.
No can do. Not when the crazy sadist is in the house. So this thing is your next. So that thing next to you is the activation switch for the bomb? Yes, you're right on the mark. It's a shame it'll only kill a few measly thousand. A run from the palace can wipe out hundreds of thousands. That's a far more impressive toy, to be sure. Did you just call it a toy? It's It's a weapon of mass destruction, not some tool for your amusement. Oh, but it is. Thousand in the city are nothing more than toy soldiers, fated to be cast into the fire when broken. How can you say something so inhumane? People of Cray, Orsharon, and all the towns and cities lead real lives. You think they don't matter? That their lives hold no meaning? Well, they do. Every single human life is equal and precious. They're all... Shut your mouth. Kindly take that equality bullshit and shove it. I can tell you had a decent upbringing just by looking at you. Tell me, have you ever imagined what it'd be like to go from riches to rags? To have all that privilege stripped from you in the blink of an eye? Well, I had neither. Until it really happened to me. Like you, I was once an ignorant little girl, born into a noble family in a small country in the Central East. We lived a happy, blissful life. But it all went up in flames. That mad race for resources and mirror in the Central East led my country and my family to ruin. After that, I just kept falling and falling and falling. I thought I'd hit bottom when I was sold to an organized crime group, but the abyss swallowed me up and sent me spiraling farther down. I was trampled on and violated over and over again. I'm sure that sort of life is foreign to you, huh, little girl? Alright, so you had a rough go of it. Still doesn't mean you get to go around blowing up cities. I often think back to when I first heard the news that that Arbonian prince's marriage. Hey, you actually get to see Oliver there a little bit. When I learned he wedded a Central Eastern orphan, I couldn't help but laugh. She and I were once the same, yet she lives a life of royalty while I'm stuck in squalor. How is that fair? The answer is that it isn't. This world is rotten to the core, with injustice ingrained so deep it's become impossible to root it out. And what about those innocent people you're killing, huh? What did they ever do to you?
Oh, I very much hope they all burn. Along with this wretched world. I've wanted that for so long now. For so long. Nevertheless, I came to realize that wouldn't fully satiate my desire for revenge. So I clawed my way up the very organization that abused me. I manipulated my way to the top. And right as I hit the peak, I met the man who would change my life forever. Gerard Dantes. He brought our organization to its knees, as he does with all his enemies. Then he brought it under his heel by subjecting my allies, my foes, and even me to an all-consuming fear. In the face of that fear, everyone is equal, no matter where you're born, who you are, or what you've done. And that's when I realized something. The terror that man brings to the world is the ultimate equalizer.
So in short, you met the worst possible person at the worst possible time. I sympathize. The hole in your heart was filled with in the most twisted way possible. I'm beginning to pity you. You've led a hard life.
I don't want your pity, you damn brats! You know nothing about us! But everyone will know true fear very soon. Our boss's new world is nearly upon us. Sadly, you won't be a part of it. Your existence would be a blight on his world. So I will eradicate you!
Wait, is that... This is just like that time under the Capitol, when those mafiosos took power-enhancing drugs.
Looks like she got one hell of a boost from them, too. Careful, guys.
If you thought those weaklings were tough, You won't last very long against me. We combined our research with another's to attain power beyond our wildest imagination.
Oh, crap.
Are you referring to that drug from Crossbell?
Oh, shit.
Its main ingredient shouldn't exist anymore. But if I'm wrong, that's all the more reason to put it out of commission. For good.
We'll stop at nothing to take you down.
Now then, it's time for the fireworks show. I can't wait to see Oracion burst into flames. But first, I will drown you in a sea of fear. Take your final breath, because the tide of death draws near. One charge. Keep it up. You can't change anything now.
Now it's
Activating skill.
Pissing me off!
You won't get away with this!
Now's a good time to boost.
On you now!
I'll take over.
Keep it up! It's working! Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand!
This'll hurt.
No need to go easy on it.
Tap their activating skill!
Over here. Over here. Don't stop now, Elaine.
We'll get them all at once! Shield! Protect everyone! Judith!
How about four with them?
Put you in the place.
Need some stimulating. Right for me. Better go. Eat this.
Initiating skill.
A chance.
This'll hurt.
All out! Activating skill!
Over here. Over here. Help me out.
Activating skill.
A chance.
Activating
Brace
skill!
yourself.
Perimeter unlocked! We can win!
Brace yourself. Stand alive.
Getting on my nerves.
We can win! Perimeter unlocked!
Initiating
Let's
skill.
bring the scene up. I hope you're ready. Here's the climax. Grim Knight Wall. Big blitz. Don't mess with me.
Boost gauge expand.
Come on, let's go!
Engaging skill.
Activating skill. All fire.
Too slow!
This'll hurt.
Activating skill!
How's about this?
It's coming. Get ready.
Activating skill!
Activating skill.
Time for cleanup.
Down she goes.
What'd you expect?
I did it!
That's how it goes.
I can still get strong.
It's over. Time to surrender.
No way in hell I'd do that!
Shit! If I dodge this...
Boy?
Van! Van! Are you okay?
Yeah! She missed my vitals. It'll heal soon enough.
Oh, drop the tough guy act already. Why are you always treating your own body like it isn't worth shit?
We'll heal you right away. I'm on it.
I'll help too.
Why? Why didn't you kill me? You could have struck me down easily from that distance. So do it! Finish me off! I lost, so hurry up and kill me!
Sorry, but I'm turning down that request. It just ain't up to my standards. You got a lot of crimes to answer for, Missy. Your group cooked up a real shitty plot, and y'all got a lot of innocent folks mixed up in it too. So I can't let you take the easy way out. Not my style. I ain't got a shred of sympathy for you. But I do get that you had no one else to turn to back then. And that's what we're here for. To help people who have no one else in their corner.
Huh?
I'd wager you're gonna be facing the death penalty. Though if you dodge that bullet and get out of the slammer, don't go to a piece of shit like Dante's if you're in trouble. Send out a 4 SPG instead. Can't guarantee we'll take it on. Depends on the pay and whether it interests me. But I'll hear you out.
Van!
Wow. I just got beat by a crazy bastard with an even crazier profession. Pathetic. Where did my life go so wrong?
Space floor.
Well, that wasn't exactly the sweet and satisfying revenge I've been craving, but it'll do.
Yeah, it could have ended a lot worse.
The upper zone boss Viola has been defeated. Zone clear. Round 1 complete.
The activation device.
Oh, well, I certainly didn't see that end coming. The first boss of our little game was defeated by none other than Team Arkwright Solutions. And with over 10 minutes to spare, no less. An impressive feat, to be sure. I had the slightest suspicion you would be the ones to slay the fair maiden. And what a beautiful massacre it was. Is what I would like to say. But you spared her pathetic life. And now she must live on in shame. Fortunately for her, the boss is busy at the moment. Had he seen that miserable performance, she would have surely welcomed death's sweet embrace.
You really are the lowest of the low.
If I get a chance to kill you, I'm killing you.
Save your breath, Judith. Blowing a fuse over that mental nutcase is a clear waste of energy.
Oof.
Oh, why so angry? You're the undisputed winners of round 1. You should be over the moon. Perhaps I should present you with a little reward for this momentous occasion. That ought to get you in a celebratory mood.
A reward?
Indeed. I shall answer one and only one question of your choosing. I can only imagine the number of questions that are swimming around in those little heads of yours.
Why are you the way you are?
Tread carefully, though. The other teams are no doubt listening in on every word.
There's one that's been nagging me. Why'd you pick Oracion as the venue for this game?
Huh? That's all? What an utterly rudimentary question. This underground labyrinth is one reason. It's the quintessential playground for our game. The happiest of happy hunting grounds. It's also the home of some people we owe very much to. You may ask, but who could they be? Too bad I'm only answering one question. Anyway, round 2 will begin tomorrow at 10 a.m. The remaining players will be invited once more. Use your free time wisely now. Preparedness is paramount to winning this game. And with that, I bid you adieu.
The first day of the game came to a close. But before Van's group could bid farewell to their collaborators and exit the labyrinth, they had to decide what to do about Viola. She might be unconscious right now, but she's still an Almada exec. Someone needs to keep a watchful eye on her this is over. And that someone can't be us. Can't afford to split my team. I should hand her over to a group with more manpower, but who? Hand her over to the guild. Mind if we leave her with you guys? Sure thing. I'll take her into our custody. We're a little short-staffed at the moment, but I'm sure we can lean on the CID a little. Cool. Yes, of course. And as soon as their bodies hit the beds, they fell into a deep sleep. So not even gonna have a nighttime segment here. We're just too exhausted. Later that night, 12:20 a.m. Okay, inconspicuous businessman.
I knew it. This lines up perfectly with my own research into the company's cash flow, which means it's time to spring my plan into action.
Okay. November 21st, 12:08, 5:03 a.m. Below Archeon's outskirts. Like Hercules? It is Hercules! Hercules. This is Point D. Men, ready yourselves to infiltrate the labyrinth. Do you remember your orders? Sir, yes, sir. Once we enter the city, fan out and put a stop to whatever is happening here. Good answer. Beta Squad, move out. Are you guys gonna fuck this up? Huh? What's happening? I can't move.
Hey there, party crashers.
Uh-oh. You broke a rule. Who are you? A knight?
I I get that you want to come join in the fun, but I don't remember inviting you. But since you're all here and look skilled, try to show me a good
I mean, I guess
time.
technically maybe they aren't breaking a rule because they weren't even invited, and they're not part of the game in the first place. So they just have to deal with with that. But they're not going to set up the bomb, at least. That felt like, yeah, it's the same feeling I got when that murderous maniac showed up. What's up, Renee?
We have a problem.
Oh, yeah, no shit. The fuck did you do?
I just received word that our Hercules Beta company acted against our orders.
Oh. So they were going against your orders.
They sent a squad to infiltrate the city from the outside.
Now, hold up a damn second. I thought your supervisors know what was going on here. We aren't allowed any reinforcements from the outside, and if someone breaks that rule... I know. That is precisely why we attempted to keep word of the game from spreading outside our department. However, as I've told you once before, the CID is not as unified as I would have liked. A department close to the army grew suspicious of what was happening in Oceania and sent them in on their own volition. An idiotic move on their part, and we may all pay the price for it. Hopefully not. They didn't know about the rules, so maybe this will just be written off as foul play. But since we don't know for sure, you gotta get them out of here ASAP. Who knows how those maniacs are gonna react. We already tried to contact them, but they've cut off their comms. You aren't the first group I've notified, but I thought you should know.
Rise and shine, everyone. It's me, Melchior. I hope you all had a good night's rest. I myself couldn't sleep a wink. The anticipation for today's big event has me bouncing off the walls.
God.
But anyhow, I'm afraid this isn't a social call. I have another reason for calling so early in the morning. Our warning system activated a few moments ago. I believe a number of you already know what exactly transpired. But for those who don't, allow me to break the bad news. A special unit connected to the government foolishly attempted to infiltrate Oracion. I'm afraid this is a clear violation of our rules, and you all know what that means. Say hello to Adios for me, everyone.
The bomb's gonna go off? Told you. Don't worry, we aren't going to blow you up just because some dim-witted bigwig decided to meddle in affairs they don't understand. That would be woefully unfair. To us, the hard-working designers who poured their hearts and souls into making this game for you. The observation system assigned a small penalty, but nothing more, fortunately for you all. You should count yourselves lucky. Those poor, pathetic soldiers have all finally breathed their last, so all's well in the world. Oh, damn it. What an utterly unavoidable tragedy. I will delay the next round start time to noon so you can all sleep in. I'd prefer you come into the game bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. In the meantime, I bid you a good night and sweet dreams, because a nightmare of bloody death and murder awaits you in the afternoon. November 21st, 9:50 a.m. The second round will be starting soon if it hadn't been postponed. I'm going to use this extra time to look around the north and east districts. What about you guys? I'd like to accompany you if possible. I wouldn't be surprised if there were requests for us too. Normally I'd use the extra time to catch 40 wanks, but the whole thing from last night just got me all antsy. I don't blame you. Maybe getting out and about will help you shake off that nervous energy. That's a solid suggestion. I think that will do us all some good, in fact. Well, I don't know about all, but I hear old men require more sleep. So I say we make Van take a nap. Why am I getting singled out here? Master's older than me. I'll have you know I'm quite spry for my age. All joking aside, we should visit the main facilities in the north and east districts and check out the bulletin boards for... Another damn call. When did we become so popular all of a sudden? We need to talk. Are you free right now? Is this about that Hercules unit? Because we already... Nah, it's something else. The CID's already touched base with us about that. Sounds like they've already recovered the bodies. Wish we could have saved them. Yeah. I'm sorry if this isn't the best time, but do you mind if we talk in person? It's important. Sure thing. Don't mind chatting with my fellow teammates. Thanks. We'll be waiting here in the guild. Anytime before the start of the second round is good for us. See you soon. I wonder what they want to talk about. Good question. They sounded quite serious. I can't say I'm not curious, but it also sounds like they just want to talk with Van. I'm sure they wouldn't mind y'all listening in. We'll all swing by there together to see what's up. And while we're out, I suggest we do whatever is needed to prepare for the second round. Okay, well, we're on the second day. Well, the second day of this, the third day of Chapter 5 now, so... So we got... we can explore, and we not only can we explore again, we have new districts to explore, 2 new districts to explore as well. And then after we're done with all this, I gotta play it all again 3 more times. If I want to see the other routes that are available here, so... Ooh, 75 hit chain. Cool. But anyway, I am gonna call it quits there for today. We'll pick this up next time. So thank you all, and have a good evening. Ooh, also a Chizunu title screen now.